Hello, it is February 6th as I speak, and I have been on low-dose testosterone for a year and 1 month, and well, it will be in 2 days. Uh, I was going to do this video on the 8th of January, which is my actual uh, tea-anniversary. But what I wanted to do was wait for my next period so I could report about that as well, but these last few months have been the crazy erratic period times of my transition, I guess, because well, okay, so when I made my last video, I had just gotten my period, and only 3 weeks passed, and I got my period again, so that is actually a first time for me. But then that was the 13th of December, and I haven't had my period since, and it has been about 8 weeks. Actually, I think it will be in a day or two. So by far the longest time I've ever had to wait. It's very possible I'll just simply never get it again, which I guess I'm not really so terribly bothered by, I suppose. I honestly have never really thought about having kids terribly. I've never really felt like it was something that I was meant to do necessarily. I'm not going to say that in the future I will never be interested, but right now anyway, I kind of don't. And even if I did in the future, like, I don't have my heart set on it being genetic, and there are many kids to adopt out there anyhow, so generally I'm okay with not having a period. I hope that this trend keeps up because, well, bleeding once a month is rather unpleasant, and so is the crampiness and hormonal stuff that happens. So overall, it's a good thing, I think. So that's been the major part of these last few months. Well, besides that, I guess my hair is sort of filling in more. Here's sort of an update of that. It's still kind of hard to tell on camera, but rest assured, I like, it's definitely more apparent than it ever used to be. There's more hair going on around my chest area, and yeah, like my legs like have crazy hair. Like, it just looks like a guy's actually. But in the first place, before I began transitioning, it was pretty coarse, so just added on to what I was born with, really. Well, I've noticed that I've had a better time retaining my muscle growth. I have a job that is moderately physical, but it's very sort of off and on. So, like, normally that would be a little bit harder to hold on to the muscle growth there, but I mean, I just don't feel like I work out a whole lot, and my muscle is still pretty great, particularly in my biceps and triceps. So that's been pretty awesome. uh, My voice is improving as far as range goes. Well, like, at work is just sort of when I can be able to tell the most. When I answer the phone, most people call me ma'am still. So apparently it's still a little on the female side of things. And public perception is kind of more ambiguous, so I guess it's kind of more my voice that I'm having to worry about anymore these days. Let's say on a given day, like, I can never really tell if people are going to sir or ma'am me. So physically, it's been much better. I've been, well, crazy hormonal lately, just like aroused at the drop of a hat, just that that's continuing to be a thing. I thought that would be just a brief phase, but no, it's not. uh, I guess that's really about it. I've been thinking more and more about like when I think I'll be stopping with injections, and I think that will happen when my voice is going to improve with the ambiguous side of things, anyhow. So everything else, I guess I'm kind of happy about. Uh, I guess physically, like maybe a little bit more androgynous would be preferable, but I'm far more content about it than I ever used to be. So, uh, focusing more on my voice, and I guess I guess I'll report back in a month and a half or so since it's so late this time. But I am considering maybe reporting back in June, just because my changes have been a lot kind of more steady these days. If something major happens that I feel like I need to report about, then I guess I'll report in about a month and a half. But otherwise, I think I'm just going to go by every 6 months from this point forward. So probably count on the latter, potentially the former. And that being said, I will see you later.